So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And here's Messi, passing nice and neat. That is a brilliant interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. No way through, so back it comes. And he's had a hit! That is wonderful from Rijkaard!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. That pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Iwobi. Rummenigge is onto this. Marmouche. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. Marmouche. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mateus. Now it's Mbappe. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross goes in there. Thuram with the clearance. Some good work on the right flank here. Knocks it into space. Lewandowski picks it up out wide. Messi. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That looks a decent ball. Mbappe. And Mateus. Now it's Pelé. Great ball, and he's in here. Bullish header! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Pelé.
Oh, great feat, that.
Pelé stood his ground strongly. And here's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Mateus! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mateus is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Howson. And it's Robertson. Some really good ball movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lewandowski. Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Iwobi. Mbappe. Belletti. Now Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Arsenal finding their passes. And it's Vieira. Vieira unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for the run. Mateus has created one goal already. Mbappe threads one in, knocks it out wide, played back in. Iwobi. Robertson. Marmoush is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge looking to add to his goal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Probing pass. That has not gone well. Robertson. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half then, just getting going.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Rijkaard. And here's Marmoush. Oh, well played, well played. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Messi. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fast.
He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Marmoush, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele is herring after that one. And the shot's on here. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he get it through? Now it's Pele. And he's on his way! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. Crosses it in. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Messi. Marmoush. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. Nicely weighted ball. Pass is just off target. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. Marmoush. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, what has happened here? And he welcomes it in. And here's Messi. Lovely feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Clipped into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Marmoush. Now he's got space here. Nicely worked. And this is Lewandowski. Adriano.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Rijkaard. Gullit gets into a good position. Oh, sweet feet. Now the ball in. Triol getting this one clear. Rijkaard. Triol. Stood up well to him there. That's a good ball. He's having a go! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Triol. Adriano. Now it's Gullit. Triol. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here. Shot. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Arsenal could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
2 minutes at a time.
Vieira. Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. Great vision. And here's Lewandowski. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Cruyff. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation.
Havertz! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, here we go. And yes, it's there! That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After 6 minutes is number 99.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Batistuta. Belletti, great vision. That's an excellent interception. Seedorf. Can he get on the end of this? Pings in across. Kahn deals with that, nice and simple. Belletti. Rijkaard. And it's Michel Platini. The ball has bounced loose now. He'll try to keep this alive. Quality ball. Stood up well to him there. That is ended up in no man's land. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And here's Batistuta. And he's in on goal. Just eases him off the ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Bojan. It's a searching pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, well played. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Platini. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Belletti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Platini. Ambitious ball here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Havertz.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Pelé. That's a delicate pass. Oh, important interception.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Belletti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves...
Great chance! He scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's intervened well there. Piqué. Mateus. And that's been intercepted. Platini, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Rijkaard. Howson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Now it's Havertz. Nicely weighted ball.
There will
Well
be
played.
1
That
minute
has
added
snuffed
time.
out the danger.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, what a ball! Oh, good take in a good area. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So, we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information centre?
And we're off again.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a goal kick. Belletti. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cannavaro makes the interception. Piqué. Rijkaard has created one goal already. Bojan looking to play him in. He's on it, can he get away? And he's managed, and the shot! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 29.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
He is through here. That's a little off target. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking for options for movement. And it's Maldini. Flash, he's got full! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Eze is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Bojan. Eze. And this is Batistuta. And he's there to get it away. And smartly reclaimed. Koku. And it's Hullet. He's in plenty of space here. Cruyff. He's in a good shoot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Adriano under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really...
Climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Good pressure, determined, intense. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. Maldini. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Cruyff. That's really well manoeuvred.
Yeah, for me this is choreographed muscle, and it's not gentle.
That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. Seedorf. Probing pass. Floated through. And the shot. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Fellow attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Arsenal.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I don't think I've seen a player as complete as the Czech cannon.
Nedved.
Yeah, the cannon gives us a little indication of the power he can produce from either foot, but he sets about his job like a Tasmanian devil, a whirlwind of activity.
So strong on either side.
He is.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Tonali. And here's Mbappe. Piqué deals with that comfortably. He's on it, can he get away? Over to the left. Lovely bit of skill. Tonali. Platini. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Always onto this. And this is Pele. Great challenge. Time to perfection. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Matheus Cunha. Eric Garcia. Lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to pass it through.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
This looks promising. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Danger averted for now. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Matheus Cunha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Zaire Emery. Knocks it into space, and he shoots! Has fallen kindly here. Goal! Manchester United! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
After 25 minutes is number 11, Pavel Nedved. Pavel Nedved. Pavel Nedved.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Platini. And it's made its way to him. Vieira. Showing good feet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Tonali conjures time and space where few can.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's been slipped through. Pele gets into some space. There's no flag. Pele with the cross. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Matheus Cunha turns back here, probably the best option.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And it's Tonali. Saliba, deftly out wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't...
Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Zaire Emery. Here's Matheus Cunha. Saliba. Eric Garcia. Played over towards the opposite flank. Looking for options for movement.
There will be
The
one
movement
minute
is
at a
slick,
time.
the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zanetti picks it up out wide. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Mbappe.
There's the start of the second half.
Matheus Cunha.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Greenwood. Pele, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Raul. He's found a way through. And the shot! Greenwood. And this is Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. Raul! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager...
It's Raul! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Raul. Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United are making a change now.
Number
So,
11,
just a consolation,
Nedved.
or is there a way back
Number
from here?
33,
They're trying everything to subdue him
Coming
here.
on the field,
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
In the through ball.
Number 17.
He's had a shot! They've done it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now, can they get him away? Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Pelé, and it's Belletti. And he's managed to get free. Adriano! Oh, denied at the last.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Raul.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Raul takes control of it and he's on the move. Chips it through. And this is Pelé! And he's gone long. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Pelé. In with the challenge. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And a chance!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's a cute ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maldini. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Raul. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well,
And we
I've been on the
continue now
losing
with
side
a
in
quick
games like
request for
this, and
support
I can
for
tell
our
you it
charity
really does
fund,
hurt.
Chance in
It's
Football.
about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.